You all would laugh if you could see my surroundings. My entire couch is covered, as is my coffee table. I wanted to do my winter essentials today, and as I was pulling out products, I just couldn't stop myself. So I have a lot that I want to get through today. I have a few makeup products, some skincare and body care, and just a couple clothing items I'm going to toss in at the end. So I have my list with a couple notes so I don't miss anything. I'm going to go ahead and start off with makeup. So the makeup I'm wearing right now has kind of been my go-to winter look. And for eyes, I've been loving the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. Today I'm using these four colors right here down in this corner. It's a very warm, shimmery eye look, and I've actually been liking warm eyeshadows on myself and been using that a lot lately. And then for Christmas, my aunt gave me a Sephora gift card, and I kind of saved it for just a little bit, trying to decide what I wanted, and I ended up purchasing two cheek products. One I'm wearing right now, and that's the Benefit Lolly Tint, and this is a violet colored lip and cheek stain, and I've been using it mostly on my cheeks, so the little applicator almost looks like a nail polish bottle, and I'll just take 3 tiny dashes on my cheek and then blend it in with a duo fiber stippling brush. And I have learned that it's important to do one side completely at a time. The first day I used it, I put the 3 dashes on either side of my cheek and then went in on one side and blended it out. And by the time I got over here, the 3 dashes had completely set and they would not budge. So I ended up having to get makeup remover, and it was kind of a mess. So I've learned to completely finish one side before I even apply product to the other. So the other blush I got is NARS Lovejoy, and this is completely because of Flower Bomb 31. She talks about this blush all the time, and it is one I would never have even looked at in store because it is so dark, and it looks so dark and bronze in the pan. When I get it on my cheek, it does retain a little bit of that bronziness, but you see a lot of rosiness and a little bit of red come through. And applied really lightly, it is beautiful. I was wearing this in my top favorite nude lip product video, and I am sure that this is going to make it into my January favorite, so I will wear it again in that video so you can see what it looks like on. For my lips, I have a little bit of a concoction today. Earlier I was wearing the L'Oreal Color Riche Balm in the shade 518 Tender Mauve, and this is a beautiful, very sheer mauve with some shimmer in it, and it just gives the lips some shine and a little bit of hydration. And then just to add a little bit more color to my face, I topped it off with some of the Too Faced La Creme in Pink Chocolate. And Pink Chocolate is one of the new shades that came out with the Chocolate Bar palette. And in the bullet, it doesn't look that impressive. It looks very brown and not that pretty. But when you put it on the lips, some of the pink and mauve comes out to it, and it looks more sheer today because I have it over that balm. But I really like it, and I think this is a great everyday work appropriate color. Moving into the body care category, I wanted to share how I get a really close shave and really moisturized legs, because during the winter, and especially this winter, has just been brutal. My skin has been really tight and itchy, just almost so much that it's unbearable, especially on my legs. But this lineup of products have been really helping me, and it is kind of time consuming. I first saw this on Pinterest and decided to try it, and I do it about once a week, and it makes a huge difference. So if you're just having a night in, maybe you're doing a face mask or a hair mask, this is something you might want to try. So I will just go ahead and shave like normal with soap or a shave cream or whatever, and once I rinse that off, I will exfoliate my legs. And for my birthday, I got the Fig and Yarrow Body Scrub Cardamom Plus Coffee. And originally I had heard Estee from Essie Button talk about this quite a while ago, and they started carrying this brand online at Anthropologie.com. And I've only used it a couple times, but I really like it, and it has an overpowering sense of coffee. So if you like that scent, you probably would really like that. So I will shave like normal, then exfoliate, and then after I rinse the exfoliator off, I will shave again, but this time I will use a oil. And I've been using the L'Occitane shower oil to do that. And just shaving again after you've exfoliated any kind of dead skin cells off, you will just have the smoothest shave ever. So once I get out of the shower or the bath, I immediately put on a really thick body butter. And I used up my tiny little tub of the Josie Maran whipped one, and then my friend Joy from Joyous Health. And if you ever asked me about losing weight last year, I would have mentioned I did a detox through Joy, and she actually came out with her own line of body care products, and she sent me her Smooth Like Butter body butter. And this is made with coconut oil, mango butter, cocoa butter, grapeseed oil, shea butter, and sweet almond oil. And I do smell that, a little bit of that almond oil. So it's really hard in the container, but once you put it in your hands and work your hands together, it turns into an oil. So I just smooth that all over my body, and it really locks in the moisture, and just my legs feel super smooth, and the moisture lasts for a really long time. So that's my little concoction of things, and it does take a little bit of time, but it really makes a huge difference. I have 3 skincare products, and the first is probably the best product I have discovered since my skin has gotten so dry. And I think the dryness started back in right at the end of October. And in November, I started using the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Instant Oatmeal Mask. And this is just a 10-minute mask that I smooth all over my face and then easily rinse off. It doesn't set or harden or anything like that, but it is so nourishing. And just in the 10 minutes that I have it on, I can see an immediate difference, and my skin looks so hydrated and looks a little bit glowing. So I was even using it this past weekend, trying to get the last bit out, and this will be a definite repurchase. So as I've been using all this really hydrating skincare, I want to make sure that my pores don't get clogged. And I don't use a physical exfoliator like, the coffee one that I use on my body. I don't like using physical exfoliators on my face. I can just feel they can be a little bit harsh, but I do really like chemical exfoliators. And back in November, Paula's Choice sent me their brand new Resist Weekly Retexturizing Foaming Treatment 4% BHA. And a couple people have asked me if I've had this and what I thought about it. But with skincare, I find I can't review things right away. I just like to give them a little bit more time and see how they fit into my skincare routine. And this I really love. It is just a once a week foam, and I just take 1 pump of the foam and smooth it all over my face and then follow with my nighttime moisturizer. But this does an amazing job at unclogging my pores and just making my skin look more smooth. And since I've been using this, I haven't had to reach for the BHA 9, which I've been using for really stubborn clogged pores. I think this does a great job. So I'm almost to the end of the BHA 9, and I'm not sure. I don't think I'll be repurchasing it. This one is a little bit cheaper, so I think I'm gonna go with that, but I'll let you know. And I might do a used up products video in February, just so you guys can kind of see where I am with my skincare routine, because it has changed a little bit since my skin got so much drier. So those are 2 skincare products that I really love, and one last mask is actually for the lips. And this was another birthday present, and this is the Bite Agave Lip Mask. And this is something that I haven't had it for that long, but I've been putting it on at the evenings, and it smells almost like birthday cake frosting or something. It smells really good. Smooth it all over, and it's really thick. But what I like about it is that I put it on at night, and when I wake up in the morning, I still have the product on my lips. So I feel like it's sticking around and doing a really good job of moisturizing through the night. My last category is clothing, and one of my winter essentials is lounge items that can double as casual wear. And what I mean by that is I really like comfy, warm clothes that I can feel completely fine laying on the couch, reading a book or watching TV, but I can also wear to a casual day at work or meeting friends for lunch or something like that. So about a month and a half ago, I had really good luck at the Loft, and they have a lounge section, and I liked everything that I tried on, but the 2 items I purchased were, first, this Sherpa collared jacket. And it has the Sherpa collar, but the inside is so soft, it almost feels like fleece, and I wear this all the time at home because it is so warm without being bulky, and it is also cute enough that I wear it out and it goes with pretty much anything. And the other item I bought that day were these super skinny pants, and they are made out of super thick legging material, but they still have all the details of normal pants, like back pockets, belt loops, a button, and a zipper. They are really thick and not sheer in the slightest, and my shirt today is actually tunic length, so I'm going to be wearing these. I'll wear them to work and just put booties on, but they're also they're like a legging, so they feel really comfortable. So I'll wear them with slippers around the house, and I don't feel like constricted or anything like that. So that is my first essential, is loungewear that can double as casual wear. And then my next is more of an accessory, but it is faux fur accents. And I have this little jacket that I got at Forever 21, and it has this really cute faux fur collar, and it just adds a little bit of style. And then it also is kind of practical because it has a hidden hood. So I have had to use that because we have just been having some crazy weather. So one day I came out of work and it was snowing, so I popped out the hood just to cover my head. So that worked out really well. And then also another faux fur accent is this neck warmer that I got at the loft. And the reason I bought it is because it snaps closed, so I don't have to like pull it on and off my head and create static. So it is double-sided, but I mostly use it on the faux fur side, and it just adds a little bit of warmth, and it also, I think it adds a little bit of style if you're just wearing kind of like a plain shirt. My last item is probably my favorite birthday present. This is what I asked for from Jeremy, and they're the Sorel Tofino boots. And I knew I wanted a pair of Sorels, and I just wasn't sure which version I wanted. They have a lot of cute options. I ended up choosing these because I love the herringbone print, and I also really like the contrasting piping and laces. And I just think they are adorable. And they've come in really handy. I even asked to open these before my birthday because we had a small snowstorm, and my parking situation at work is not always the best. Sometimes I have to park really far away and kind of trek it to the office. So these have come in super handy. I feel really confident having to walk through snow and ice with them. Really warm and waterproof, but they're also super cute. And I think every time I wear them, someone asks me where I got them. So I think these are a great winter essential. I think that is everything. I'm a little bit nervous to see how long this video is because I feel like I've been talking for an hour. So I hope it's nowhere near that long and that I can do a good job of editing it down. But there were just a lot of things I wanted to talk about today. And this winter in particular has just felt really harsh. So I've had to spend some extra time on my skin. And while it is a lot better, it's still not perfect. And some days are better than others. So if you have any recommendations, like I got together with my friends Sarah and Karen on Sunday, and Karen said, mentioned a humidifier, and I had never thought about that. And so I went and just got kind of an inexpensive one from Bed Bath & Beyond yesterday to put next to my bed. So I'm gonna try a humidifier and see if that helps. But if you have any recommendations, please let me know because I love to read your all's recommendations. So that is everything for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.